Hello and welcome. This is your instructor, Dennis Westman. Today we're going to be covering PowerPoint Unit B in your textbook. As always, go ahead and grab your textbook and follow along as I cover the highlights of that chapter. As I'd mentioned in the previous PowerPoint video, things look a little different. Got my glasses on, also sitting in my hotel room in Las Vegas. But I felt like it was important to get the videos out to you, so that's why I'm recording them here and uploading them to the course site. So again, please follow along with your textbook and we'll cover sections in Unit B. So the first section, the first part of Unit B, page 26, talks a little bit about entering the text into the Outline tab. Now the Outline tab is over on the left-hand side of your PowerPoint screen. You either have a slide view or a thumbnail view, or you have the Outline tab. And this essentially allows you to type in the document, the PowerPoint document, without having to worry about formatting, design, or something like that. It's a great way to just start typing your text. And literally, you type a title, press enter, and if you wanted to continue on that same slide, press tab, and that actually creates a subtitle in that presentation. And then maybe you're ready to create a new slide. Just press enter. Enter creates a second slide, and you type the title. Press enter a third time and press tab, and that creates a subtitle or a content area for that particular slide. Very, very easy, extremely fast when creating a PowerPoint presentation, especially if you just want to get the content but you're not too concerned about the design and the layout just yet. I would strongly encourage you to do that, and that is using something called the Outline tab. Now let's look at page 28 in your textbook, and this is about formatting text. Essentially, this is very similar to Word and Excel, where you highlight some text and you use the Home tab format options in order to make the adjustments to your particular text that you've selected. Pretty straightforward there. I'll let you go ahead and explore that section on your own. Page 30 talks a little bit about converting text to smart art, and smart art graphics are professional quality diagrams that help you to illustrate visually text or other items, and it's really nice to be able to create these in PowerPoint as you can in Word and Excel to make something look really, really nice when you want some dynamic results that really you can't get by simply selecting bold, italics, underline, and so on. So I would strongly encourage you to take a look at smart art when you're wanting to design a really nice looking presentation. And again, that's covered on page 30. Continuing on, looking at page 32, we have inserting and modifying shapes. And essentially you can create all sorts of shapes using the tools on the ribbon. You can create arrows, of course you can create circles and squares and lines and all sorts of shapes that then you can type in and move around on your PowerPoint slide to help illustrate a particular point or a thought, or you can group a bunch of these graphics and shapes together and create really nice complex looking documents on your PowerPoint presentation. So that's on page 32. Now looking at 34, this is editing and duplicating shapes. Pretty straightforward. You can take the shape and you can rotate it. Like let's say you have one arrow pointing one way and then you want to do another arrow and point it a different way. Why not, instead of creating two separate items, create the first arrow, and then when you like it and you have it set exactly the way you want, duplicate it and then rotate it so that it now looks like it's pointing at a different direction. This helps to ensure consistency across all of your shapes whenever you're designing a presentation, because if you manually draw the shapes by selecting the shape tool again, you may not get it to look exactly like you want it to look. So duplicate the shapes and it works really, really well. 36 talks a little bit about aligning and grouping objects. If you want to align the objects, whether it be to the slide or to a particular area of the slide, then you can select the individual items and then use the align option on the ribbon to align those, and it's a lot better than doing it manually just by trying to eyeball it. So I would encourage you to use that. And grouping objects really does a nice job if you have multiple objects that are part of a group, and maybe you want to group them together because you want to duplicate them on another slide. You select all the individual items and then use the group command so that those 3 or 4 items now become one item that you can duplicate and then take to a different slide. And that's called grouping, and then of course duplicating items. Page 38 talks a little about adding slide headers and footers, and you can add headers and footers to help give your documents a little bit more visual appeal. You can do headers and footers for the presentation version of the PowerPoint presentation, or you can simply do headers and footers whenever you're creating maybe handouts for the PowerPoint presentation. So depending on your needs, PowerPoint has the flexibility to modify and change those items. Continuing on, page 40 talks about checking the spelling. You definitely want to make sure you check the spelling. F7 is the shortcut key to check the spelling in your PowerPoint presentation. There really is no reason why you should be having spelling errors in a PowerPoint presentation. And that's it. That is Unit B. As always, if you have any questions or need any assistance, please feel free to email me at dwestman@mscok.edu, or of course post a question or comment to the discussion forum in Blackboard under the lab questions, and either your fellow students or I will answer them as soon as possible. Thank you and have a great day.